Marion the librarian says...
Oh, she'll know.
Yeah. The person sounds like a... I don't know why you're not a sports commentator.
Look out, Gabby, Logan. I'm coming for you.
You spend your money how you like. I'm going to a hooker tonight.
And don't lie to me. Goodness, it's that time of the week again. It's another episode of Wanging On with me, Graham Norton, and that person there, Maria McErlane.
I am indeed Maria McErlane.
There'll be some dodgy advice coming up. Feel free to ignore it. How are you?
Good, thank you. Summer. I mean, you know.
I know. Sweating in my t-shirt. And this happened. I don't know why it's always a surprise, but suddenly it is just wall-to-wall sport.
Yeah. I don't mind that, actually. You know, I've read the whole of Netflix now. In fact, the whole of the internet, I know.
Yeah, you finished Instagram.
I have finished it all. Yes, no, I quite like the sport. We've got the World Cup, of course. I know. I mean, I do quite like it, not obsessively, but it's the hope that kills, Graham. And I find that, as I get older, increasingly hard to swallow.
Really? But
yeah.
Do you genuinely care?
Well, yes. And, you know, when we get through this game and then we're in the semi-final and everyone goes mad and then there's, you know, nationalist flags flying out of every car. I didn't like that so much. A bit dangerous. And then, no, not again. So the song, 30 Years of Hurt, is now 60 years of hurt.
Wow.
We haven't won. The last time I remember feeling real kind of pride was when we hosted the Olympic Games in 2012 and the opening ceremony was a sensation. Danny Boyle pulled it out of the hat and everybody went home. I watched, you know, with friends. Everyone went home feeling really good. But
that wasn't a sporting event. That was a cultural event.
Well, the Olympics is a sporting event.
I know, but nurses dancing around beds, that was a cultural event.
Well, it was the opening of a sporting event, so it was a cultural event, yes. Yeah. Let's not get into a row about this.
But no, I'm with you. I thought the opening of the Olympics was great.
Oh, fantastic.
But when it comes to how the teams are doing, I love not caring.
Well, I think
because people get that's
the best way to be, not to care. But the minute you start watching it and you think, oh, France played really well, and you get sucked in. You get sucked in by the whole...
I mean, I love a penalty shootout. I feel like why do they do...
How can you bear that?
Why do they do the rest of the game when they've got this great format point now where just people come up and kick a ball? It's nice and quick. The stakes are so high.
Oh, so high.
You know, you'd have saved yourself 90 minutes, you know, all those calories.
Those calories. I mean, I still feel bad for Gareth Southgate because he missed a penalty back in a million years ago.
That means a lot to him.
Yeah, I know, right? I send him a card every year. The anniversary of your failed penalty.
I don't blame you, Gareth. It was the shoe.
No, the penalties are too stressy.
Oh, no, I love them. That bit I genuinely enjoy.
Okay.
Because it's quick. High stakes, quick. It just seems like, now that you've thought of this format, why are you still doing this boring bit where you run around?
Because it wouldn't mean as much if it just went straight to penalties, because you've watched them play 45 minutes in horrific heat, each way, as I like to say, each half. Then they probably played extra time and nothing's happened and it's still boring and 0-0, but they're all knackered. And then they have to kind of go, okay, my whole country is watching this. I've got to get it in the goal.
But that is the point. But I feel like that's the easy bit. Kicking, you know, running is hard. Running and passing it to people is very hard.
Yeah.
Because the other team members, they get in the way and then they've got the ball. And now look.
I don't know why you're not a sports commentator.
Look out, Gabby, Logan. I'm coming for you.
It's so true. And then after the football, we've got the tennis.
Oh, now, tennis? I mean, I don't watch that either. But I kind of get that. It's that to me is better telly because there's only two people. It's much easier to follow.
Yeah,
whereas,
back and forward.
Whereas televised football. It's
Do you know the scoring in tennis?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like televised football is very like televised golf, where it's
a lot of people watch that.
I know, but I don't know why. Because you see a man hit a ball, and then they just kind of show you the sky for a while, and then they kind of go, "There it is." It's like, it's not great television.
Again, you commentating would thrill me enormously. Oh, he's just hit it, and now, oh, look at the sky.
It's quite a good day here in wherever we are. And,
St Andrews.
Oh, and there's some grass, and that must be the same ball, but it's landed now.
You see, you're a shoo-in, frankly.
No, I mean, I remember as a kid, occasionally when Ireland would do something, there was I think it was John something, and I think he won a medal in the marathon or long distance or something.
This anecdote is not doing well.
No, but I just remember like an Irish person doing it. It was really exciting.
Yeah.
Because it was just, wow, someone from this little country.
And so does it stir a kind of nationalism?
It did. It was kind of like, wow, someone from this little country is, one of the best people in the world at doing whatever this thing is. I will never do. But I'm...
Whatever this thing is that I'm watching.
Yeah, I'm delighted. I think it was in LA. It was the LA Olympics because it was early in the morning. So, I wasn't busy. John Tracy, maybe?
Oh, I don't know. We'll have to get someone to look that up.
Clicky, clicky.
That's the only sporting thing that you can remember.
Yes.
Yeah. But you will be watching the tennis? No.
No.
I don't think we'll do very well in the tennis. I don't think we've got, strike me down, but I don't think we've got any real contenders this year.
But they play individually. They don't play for the country, do they?
No, but, Andy, what's his name?
Wow. How quickly they forget. Maria, tennis super fan.
Yeah, wait a minute. You couldn't remember what the sport was, what the name was, what the year was.
Yeah, but I'm not pretending I like it.
What was his name? Andy.
And he's got a mother.
Yeah, he's got a mother.
He's got the really pushy mother.
What's his name? Murray. Andy Murray.
And Mrs. Murray.
And Mrs. Murray. She wasn't playing.
Because the dad was Pete Murray.
No, he wasn't. He was not Pete Murray, the DJ.
And they've got a hotel in, is it Cromlix or something?
Oh, God, now suddenly you're Mr. Factual.
Yeah, I say that, it was very nice.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. See, someone has just told me in my ear that it was John Tracy and it was LA, the Olympics, but he didn't even come first. It was silver.
I know, they told me in my ear as well.
We were still delighted. Yeah.
Someone has just told me in my ear.
Yeah.
Hooray for you. Yeah. Because you were doing sports commentary and that's how they know.
That's how they know. That's how they know.
But my ear picked it up too.
Anyway, good luck with your summer of sport. Don't open a letter yet. There's a whole world of problems before us. We will get to that next. This podcast is sponsored by Newmarket Holidays, providing award-winning escorted tours. Now, Maria, you know that excitement when you decide to go on a big holiday, but then you realise, I've got to organise it all.
Yeah, that's the dull bit, actually, isn't it? Who wants to do that? Nobody.
I find things like connecting flights are so stressful.
Really, really, especially when you're kind of on your own.
And also you're going to an airport and you don't know, well, how far is it? Will I be able to leg it or, whatever? I remember once I got a flight back from Australia with a connecting flight. And because the connecting bit was after midnight, it turned out the flight I was supposed to get had left the day before.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to kind of take a Zen pill on holiday, don't you, if you're doing that?
Or
get somebody to do it for you.
Do not fret. Newmarket Holidays have got you covered. They create expertly planned worldwide escorted tours that take care of everything, including flights, accommodation, excursions, and you even get a dedicated tour manager throughout.
This all sounds incredible. Talk to me about their credentials, Graham.
Try and stop me. They've won gold at the British Travel Awards 13 years in a row, and they've been creating award-winning tours for more than 40 years. And the great thing is they really are experts, unlike us. So they work hard to ensure you get those unexpected moments on your tour.
How fabulous. And if I'm leaving the logistics to them, that means I can spend more time browsing the website and dreaming of African safaris, Indian temples, or the gorgeous Italian coastline. That's a fun bit, isn't it?
True dat. Newmarket Holidays have got more than 100 escorted tours with dates on sale up to 2028.
Plenty of opportunities for great holidays, great memories and great stories.
Visit newmarketholidays.co.uk and find out more and save up to 15% on your next wishlist escorted tour. It's time, Maria. Envelope ahoy. There it is. You were very prepared.
I was indeed. I preempted that. I knew what was coming, Graham. Dear Graham and Maria, an old friend of mine has written his first novel.
Ooh.
Did you send this in?
No.
He sent me the manuscript and asked me to read it. While I don't work in publishing, he knows I'm a keen reader. I was nervous about starting it and kept putting it off. About a month after he sent it, I received a message guilting me for not yet responding. So I finally sat down to read it. It was bad. Nevertheless, I took notes and sent him a detailed response with constructive criticism, encouraging him to develop what felt like the best bits and trim the others. He thanked me, but said he's not interested in revisiting it, as all the literary agents he sent it to have rejected it.
Fair enough.
Now he sent me another manuscript and asked me to read it as well. I didn't want to. How can I tell him I'd really rather not read it? Or should I be blunt and tell him I think his writing is truly bad? I've suggested he do a creative writing weekend or a novel writing course, but he's not interested. I desperately don't want to continue reading hundreds of pages of his awful prose for eternity. Help! Thanks for your fantastic show, which always gives me a laugh. Yours sincerely, Chuck. Chuck, the novel. Chuck, I mean, I feel your pain.
That is orcs.
Yeah, that's very orcs. Especially as he seems to be so kind of resistant to any of your criticism. You know, constructive criticism and advice in order to get this published. You know, I mean, you've got to be able to say, yeah, you're right. I think actually that bit is a bit boring. I need to get rid of that and develop this. And he's saying, I'm not going to do it because they've rejected it. Well, they've rejected it for the same reason Chuck sort of has rejected it.
But in a way, though, the friend, on one level, he's right. Okay, nobody likes this novel. I've got reams of advice from Chuck about how bad it is. No literary agent likes it. I'm going to throw it in the bin. I'm going to chuck it. But the amazing thing is that, like, was he using AI to come up with novel number 2? Because, you know, even writing a bad novel takes a lot of time.
It does, yeah. Well, we don't know the time frame.
Yes, but anyway, there's now another novel. What I would say, Chuck, here's the thing. As someone who has interviewed many, many writers about their books, it's very easy to frisk a novel, particularly a bad one. You know, read a bit at the beginning, dip in, few little bits there, get to the end, and then just send a vague thing, kind of like, yeah, it was a bit better, I enjoyed the blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Don't go into that, and just leave it. They will, you know, if there's a quiz, and he got a what about the bit with it, and you don't know.
Big rabbit that appears on
you
episode.
just go, I don't remember that bit. You don't have to do what you did the first time, Chuck. You know, just give it a little frisk and then say something vague and then it's done. You're over, you're out. And, you know.
It's a tough one though, isn't it?
He's gonna give up on writing quite soon, I think.
What else is he doing?
Who, the friend?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Nothing. That's why he's written a second novel so quickly.
His life is empty.
I kind of feel that Chuck's friend has possibly retired or changed his life in some way, given up his job to become a novelist.
Ooh, that was a big risk. Maybe he has, I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe I'm reading too much into it.
Reading.
Not chucking.
Should we find out what wangers think of this?
Yes, let's do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But also, can I just say,
yes.
Chuck, very good friend.
Yeah, very nice, Chuck.
And actually, except slightly deluded because no one wants that level of feedback.
I know, I was just about to say.
They just want you to say, oh, I really liked it.
And I think you can say, I really liked the bit about the doodah, but the bit about the library bored me a bit.
Yeah, or kind of like, I felt maybe there were 2 endings. You need to decide how you're ending the book.
I like that one.
It sounded true, didn't it?
Yeah.
It was like I'd read a stupid book.
Yeah.
I
remember when I wrote my memoir and you said, you gave me some sort of quote and then you read it and you went, hey, I think I'm going to change my thing because I've read it now.
Sadly, it had long gone to press.
Okay, Marion the librarian says...
Oh, she'll know.
Yeah. The person sounds like a twat. She's a librarian.
Yeah, she knows.
She knows what she's talking about. When you took the time to read and critique his work, he ignored your feedback. Just say that unfortunately you are busy and don't have the time you would like to dedicate to reading. You can lightheartedly mention how long it took you to get through his previous manuscript. Life is too short to waste reading this trash. Ooh, Marion is pulling no punches there.
She really is.
Wow. Yeah.
He's a twat who writes thrash.
Very good. I like that. Oh, the voice note.
Beth has been in touch. Yes. Come on, Beth, talk to us. Talk.
I would just copy and paste the manuscript into ChatGPT and then just ask it to give you a synopsis and then a few little bits of feedback of how to improve the script. And then just say you've read it, stick the feedback into an email and send it back. Sounds like they don't really want any real feedback anyway. They just want you to say, yeah, it's great. So just do that.
That's clever. I mean, I couldn't do it, but it's clever.
I couldn't do it either.
I would know how to do that. But I feel if you put it through ChatGPT, it will come back going, I wrote this.
Yes.
But wait.
I cannot correct what is already brilliant.
Yeah. I enjoyed this when I wrote it a few months ago.
That's very funny.
That is clever.
Yeah.
That is clever. I don't know how you do it.
Beth, that's good. Jono in Elgin, Scotland says, I love this dilemma.
Great.
I love reading. I love writing my own screenplays and adapting ones in my spare time. And I do force my poor boyfriend to read what I do. And he loves me, so he does. But this is just a friend and you don't owe him anything. I'd maybe just say that you know of places online where he could send this. There's surely online communities on Facebook, Reddit, Scribbloofile, etc., where people would love to help and read it. Love the show as always. Lots of love. Hope you yell this part out, Maria. Love the show as always. Lots of love.
You've made a dream come true.
There we are.
You really have.
I did it, Jono.
That is good advice because I bet you there must be, all those, not good reads, but, there must be amateur versions of that.
Yeah.
Where they'll slag off your book for you.
Yes.
Because you're not going to get, I bet you none of that, you're not getting good feedback from any of those places.
No, because most of the time I think people are frustrated writers who do read those things.
Yeah.
So they're so eager to find the bad.
Yeah. So do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say do that. Okay, Steen and Nikki, a gay couple from Denmark, they put in
that's
brackets.
Good to know.
Yeah. Steen and Nikki, thank you for listening. Offer to read 1 or 2 chapters. His choice. And that way you are not saying no, but also not yes to all of it. I'm with you, Steen and Nikki, on that one.
That's so gay couple in Denmark,
Is
isn't it?
Is it though?
That is very gay couple in Denmark.
Cosmic Foxglove. Have we had them before?
I don't recall.
No. Cosmic Foxglove says, this reminds me of a piece of advice. Never be too good at something you don't like doing. Your mistake was to give him a detailed and constructive response the first time. This time you can say you don't have a lot of time, but we'll take a quick glance at it. Then give a very half-assed, rushed response so he never asks you again.
Cosmic Foxglove has got it in one.
Yeah.
Except I wouldn't even say I don't have much time. I would just pretend you've read it, but do give half-assed.
Yeah, I'm going with Beth's response, which was put it all through ChatGPT and then ask for a synopsis.
I know that is clever, but I just resist doing things like that because...
You don't know how to do it.
Well, no, but also once you do it once, then I wonder, will you ever read a book again? Or will you just, every book you get, you'll just put it into ChatGPT?
I've just deleted ChatGPT from my computer.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you were able to do that?
I was, yeah. It's because I had to, I had too much fullness. It was full. My storage was full, and I had to realise what I could get rid of.
Okay.
My novel, 100,000 words.
Don't need that.
That's rubbish. I sent it to him to read and ignored his critique.
Well, Chuck, a lot of advice there. Some of it may even be handy. I think some of it was quite good advice.
I thought it was very, very good. Thank you, Wangers, for that.
If not, Chuck, you could always scroll down where the Wangers have added their advice below this. There might be some gems of wisdom there. Maria, we will have a second problem in but a moment. This episode is brought to you by TV licensing. And Maria, I've been watching the new 2026, the 2012 W1A.
We love Hugh Bonneville.
Well, and again, it's one of those shows where you kind of think, oh, I'm not so sure. But because they've changed it so much, it has kind of refreshed it.
They've made it in America.
It's in America for the football. And also, Hugh Bonneville, he's so good. Because in the beginning, you could imagine, he's just going to play the character. But now that we all know the joke, I think the temptation as an actor would be to play the joke.
Yeah.
And he really doesn't. He really sits back on it.
He reins it in. Yeah. And also, I do love his assistant, who is from all the other series.
Yes, Will.
Will, who's the actor's name has...
Hugh Skinner.
Very good.
Is that right?
Yeah.
What have you been watching?
Well, on a slightly more serious note, I have been watching the wonderful Sheridan Smith in The Cage.
Oh, that's on my list.
And also, I think Michael Socha is his name. It's a sort of double-handed. They work in a casino. Yeah, and they're stealing money. No spoilers here. But she is consistently good. You can kind of watch anything with her, is my feeling, and think, I believe you.
She's such a bankable star.
Isn't she, though?
Like, she is a gift to those TV channels. If you can manage to sign up Sheridan Smith, you're okay.
And she, she's so, she can do everything, is my feeling. And she's a brilliant musical performer as well. But there's not enough hours in the day to watch all the episodes that are available.
No, because remember, a TV license covers you to watch over 400 channels.
I know,
and
right?
Everything on BBC iPlayer. To find out more, go to tvl.co.uk/pod. The moment is now up. It's time for a second prop.
Hurrah, hurrah, hurrah. Dear Graham and Maria, I've been with my husband for 17 years, brackets married for 12, and we have a very happy life. He works in London, usually for 2 or 3 nights, and we share a home in North Yorkshire where we look after our little dog, and I work as a theatre lecturer. We argue about one thing and one thing only, money. It has become less of an issue, but he earns more than double my salary. So I often feel awkward spending money on myself, as he tends to pay the mortgage as well as renovating the house bit by bit, which we are doing totally ourselves. He goes for expensive haircuts and buys more expensive clothes, but does pay a lot into the relationship. I spend £15 on my hair and adore a charity shop bargain. I pay all the bills with my wages and pay for things like Netflix and the RHS. I booked in a back massage and a foot treatment for myself on a day he was due to be in London. I lied to him and said I had a meeting with a colleague that morning. However, the company emailed my massage and foot appointment to my email calendar, which my husband had connected to his.
Okay.
So I messaged him the truth and apologised. He said he was disappointed I had lied so easily to his face and said I could use my money however I wanted. I've since realised I've grown accustomed to these monetary lies without realising, and I've actually done it a lot. Just because I feel some kind of shame that we don't earn the same. I've always felt I was on the back foot, always trying to keep up. Never quite good enough. It's the only thing in our relationship that doesn't work. So, how can a relationship work successfully when one partner earns way more than the other? And that is from Anonymous. I feel I know everything about Anonymous's life there.
There's a lot to unpack, isn't there?
But mainly what I unpack from that is where is the argument with the husband?
Yes, I don't quite
The
know.
only thing we ever argue about is money, and yet I'm seeing no argument other than
yes.
you lying to him and him saying you spend your money how you like.
And
I'm going to a hooker tonight.
And don't lie to me. I think the key to this is, how can a relationship work successfully when one partner earns way more than the other? The key word is partner.
Yeah.
Your partner's in this. And I get it. I think early doors, this can really be an issue if you start dating someone and they earn a lot less than you or a lot more than you.
Yeah, but 17 years.
17 years.
I mean, I think it's your problem, by the way, Anonymous. I think it's entirely your thing that you feel guilty that you don't earn as much as your husband does, but 17 years have gone by. You've managed so far. I'm not seeing an argument. I'm seeing that you had to lie to him for no apparent reason.
Yeah. And also, I think, Anonymous, you need to kind of go, yes, so there's money that's there, but there's also about who's putting in what into this. So long as you're putting the weight in the relationship and in your life. So, if you're doing all the renovations by yourself, are you just watching him do that?
Yeah.
Or are you doing a bit of, are you sanding something?
She says we're doing it ourselves.
Yeah.
So I'm imagining she's getting her overalls on and a bit of 100 grit sandpaper occasionally.
Yeah. So I just feel like if you're pulling your weight in the relationship and in, around the house, the dog, making sure everything in North Yorkshire is working smoothly, and, when he gets back from London, everything's as it should be. All that sort of... I just feel like it's a partnership.
And there's something martyrish about Anonymous saying, I only spend £15 on a hairdressing appointment and shop in charity shops. You don't have to do that. You are earning money. There's just you and your husband and the dog. He earns twice as much as you. There is money coming in. Buy a nice dress. Stop being a martyr about it. Stop feeling quite so inadequate about the fact that you're in North Yorkshire, so probably the salaries are a little bit less than they would be in London.
I know this is often a thing.
Yeah?
I think Anonymous is a man.
Oh, do you?
Well, because I think a woman can't get a hair done for £15, even in North Yorkshire, surely.
I think you can. Shampoo and set.
Really?
On old age pension a day.
Okay. Yeah, she gets the gardener to do it.
You think it's a man? Does everybody think it's a man?
Yeah.
It's a man?
Yeah. Something to do with the little dog. I felt the little dog in North Yorkshire. I just felt,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, buy and buy stress by all means and knock yourself out.
Yes, I think you can spend a lot more on your clothes than you perhaps normally are doing at the moment. Buy a nice shirt, pair of trousers, or whatever.
But also, I think, it's one of those classic things where this has become an issue for Anonymous, sitting in North Yorkshire, kind of over-analysing it. Meanwhile, husband down south, making all the money, not thinking about it.
No.
Not thinking about it.
Because partners.
Yeah, and also is now really upset because, you've betrayed, you've kind of undermined the trust because, you lied so casually about something so stupid. I just think there's a conversation to be had here. After 17 years, I think, in fact, the being caught out in the lie is quite a good way into the conversation, where you just go,
we need to talk about this.
I'm really sorry about that. But I want to explain where that lie came from and, and
What's
how
been
it happened.
bugging me for 17 years? I mean, really? Also Anonymous, you could get a second job.
Yeah. Where's your ambition, Anonymous?
Just because it's North Yorkshire, everyone needs a cleaner.
Bronte tours.
I love that. This is where Charlotte and her teeny tiny writing. Shall I see what the wangers say?
Well, go on then.
A tractor. I love that name. A tractor. Where do you think a tractor is coming from?
Ireland.
Yeah.
I mean, and a tractor, I don't know, I wonder how old a tractor is, because when I was a kid, there were old people called a tractor and conceptor and all that. Yeah, they're all gone now, apart from this tractor.
Yeah. So we think a tractor is quite old.
Oh, she's about 90.
A tractor is from County Mayo.
No, she could be my age.
And says, I have a solution to this problem.
Oh!
Have a joint bank account. Both people put in the same percentage of their wages, for example, 70% each. This would leave each person with 30% of their wages to spend on themselves. She's done the maths. This way, both parties are contributing equally. It's not about both partners contributing the same amount of money, but rather everyone contributing the same percentage. Stop saying contributing.
What percentage?
Yeah, percentage.
Yeah. I think a tractor's much younger. She's just left school.
Me donating €100,000 to charity would affect me more than if Brad Pitt donated 100,000. However, she's lost me now. However, if myself and Brad both...
I feel like it's a TED talk on taxation.
However, if myself and Brad both donated 10% of their wages, that would be more of an equal gesture. She's lost me now. Thank you, Attractor.
No,
I know what she was saying.
In a kind of, logic sense, I see what she's saying. But a partner in North Yorkshire who's left with 30% of a small wage, that's not much.
No.
That's pennies. Whereas one in London, 30% of his wage, woohoo!
So Attractor's argument is null and void.
I mean, yeah, kind of. I think a joint bank account is a good idea.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Where it's all in there. And clearly, Anonymous feels bad about not earning as much, but you have chosen to live in North Yorkshire. Your husband is happy with that. You are a theatre lecturer who's never going to earn, a vast sum of money. And also, it's not like if this is a joint bank account, this anonymous person is going to go mad and, spend it all on sweets and Ferraris. It's £15 for a haircut.
I like the notion of sweets and Ferraris. That's what, when you were young and you thought, if I'm rich, I was going to spend all of my first wages on sweets.
Yeah,
and I did.
And still do.
Ella in Copenhagen says, my girlfriend and I set up a system when we moved in together 4 years ago.
I hope she explains it to us.
What do you think? We agreed that personal money is kept on separate accounts. But...
Oh, it's called online. Martin Lewis.
But shared expenses like food, rent and bills live on a shared account.
I mean, if she says so.
We also agreed that the amount either of us pay is determined by what we each earn currently. We've got a percentage coming up, Graham.
Oh, God.
At the moment, I pay roughly 80% and have absolutely no issue. So we find this system quite comfortable and, frankly, the only fair way to do it. I do think it's a bit worrying that your husband is living this hyacinth bucket lifestyle, bouquet lifestyle, while you opt for cheaper haircuts and charity shops and still feel guilty about going for a massage. Maybe the best advice is to become a lesbian and see how much better life is.
Now she's talking. That's the sort of advice we're looking for here.
We could have done with all of the percentages.
I mean, the percentages are making me think he should just continue to lie. Anything's better than getting a calculator out.
Percentages. Faithful Wanger Luke in Wicklow.
Oh, he wrote our little jingle.
Am I weird jingle? Yes, thank you, Luke. This isn't a dilemma, nor is it about your relationship with your husband. It's about your own relationship with money. Your husband doesn't care about the money. He cares about being lied to by the person he should trust the most. I suggest getting a little therapy to finally convince yourself to let go of the fear around spending money and enjoying yourself. Good advice there, Luke.
Yeah, but don't get over the fear too much.
Okay.
Because you don't want to suddenly go hog wild.
Yeah.
And
Ferraris and sweets.
Yes, exactly. You don't want your husband to come back and go,
why is this Ferrari filled with sweets? And whose Ferrari is it anyway?
I won it in a raffle. I had to guess the number of sweets in the Ferrari. And I own it now.
Guess the number of sweets in a Ferrari. Come on, write it down. Send it in. Send it in.
It's a game show. It's a game show.
Yeah, and just a whole show of penalties.
Oh, yes.
I think you're cooking this morning on gas.
Yes. Formats. Okay. Any more for any more?
Yeah. Anthony in Nottingham says, sit down with the husband over a cup of coffee and a plate of his favourite biscuits and explain how you feel. If the husband is a decent guy, I am sure he will be able to reassure you. Sunlight is the best disinfectant and honesty is the best policy. Come on.
Oh, I didn't need honesty is the best policy because I've heard that before, but I love sunshine is the best disinfectant.
Yeah. It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Please don't tell any more fibs. It's a slippery slope and lies are the mother of distrust. That sounds like my mum, frankly.
But no, the Wangers are good, aren't they? I love that sunshine is the best disinfectant.
That's good.
Just let the light in. Let the light in.
Oh, my goodness, I'm moved. I am moved by Anthony in Nottingham. Okay.
Anonymous, thank you so much for trusting us with your problem, and hopefully you found some of that advice helpful. And like all dilemmas, that one came into the show via email at wangingon@listen.co.uk. There you go. That's also the address you use if you'd like to ask the question, am I weird?
Am I weird?
Courtesy of Luke in Wicklow.
Yeah, thank you, Luke. Okay, this Am I Weird comes courtesy of Anne in Hammersmith, who says, hello, Graham and Maria, love the pod and your ever judicious advice.
Hello.
Am I word? Am I word?
Yes.
You had one job, Maria. Say the words properly. Am I weird? Were you to delve into my handbag, you would find the usual items, diary, keys, a few cosmetics, phone, etc. But you would also find a sheet of extra strong kitchen foil measuring around 12 inches by 12 inches, carefully folded.
Love it.
This is for when I go to a restaurant and find I have too much, usually meat, on my plate to finish. Despite the meal being delicious, So, discreetly, I pop a chicken leg or half of my steak or perhaps a lamb chop, but never fish, into the foil, wrap it up carefully and put it in my bag, ready to go into the fridge when I get home, usually for lunch the following day, Graham.
God is in the details.
I know many restaurants will put any leftovers in a doggy bag if you ask them, but this tends to be in a more sizable container and less easily transportable in one's bag. So there you are. Am I weird? Thank you, Anne in Hammersmith. I'm liking hearing about your life, but I think when you say it's less transportable, what they put it in, when you leave a restaurant of an evening, presumably you're going straight home. Maybe in a taxi, maybe driving.
She might be going clubbing.
There's not that far. You don't want a piece of fish in your bag for that long.
No fish. That's why, because she's going clubbing.
Yeah. You don't
just
want
to smell the club out. I'll just check my lamb chop into the cloakroom.
Have you got a refrigerator?
Yeah. Could I put my bag in a fridge? It's delicate leather.
I don't think Anne is going clubbing after. I don't think there's a clubbing.
But anyway, all I'd say is, as someone who worked in restaurants, love Anne.
Oh, you like that?
Nothing is more annoying when you're a waiter. You go, can I get this wrapped up to take away? And you just eat it, you stupid.
Can I just say, Graham, let it go because you're not a waiter anymore.
I know, but it still irks me.
Yeah, but also in the olden days when you were a waiter, doggy bags weren't so prevalent.
Yeah, but also I think the reason why restaurants put it in a big styrofoam
is to shame you.
And a big bag is to gotta go, right, you want to take it home? Take it home. Yeah, go on then. Yeah.
We've got a wheelie bin thing for you to take it. No, I actually...
One of those granny shopping bags.
I did see Taylor Swift and her fiancé, Travis Kelce, coming out of a restaurant in New York the other day, a photograph, and they had a doggy bag.
Really?
Yeah. Well, sort of, I'm sure they were delighted, the restaurant, because it was all logoed up, but they had a doggy bag to take home.
Right.
So I suppose she had a lettuce leaf or something, and he obviously had cow pie, and then, can I have some cow pie to go, please? And that's what was in the doggy bag.
Wow. Good to know.
Yeah, good to know.
Yeah.
I spend too much time looking at photographs.
Yeah, you really
Taylor
do.
Swift, don't I?
Yeah, I mean, talk about, that's a deep dive. To be seen.
Why?
Travis and Taylor carrying takeout.
But it was relevant to this problem.
Yes. Had they just got takeaway?
No, they'd been to a restaurant. I could tell you the restaurant's name if I think about it hard enough.
Go on, Maria.
Chico's. I can't remember. But anyway, Anne in Hammersmith.
Oh, yes. Anne in Hammersmith. I love her.
Graham thinks it's a good idea. I think it's a good idea too. So I'm going to say no, not weird.
Not weird at all.
But maybe before you go out for dinner, Anne, don't have all those sweets because, it's affected your appetite so you can't finish a whole steak.
Yes, I must say, restaurant portions, particularly these days, they're not that big. No, I love it when they are.
We don't know where Anne is going for her evening meal.
I mean, it's a nice meal if I feel slightly sick afterwards. That's a good one.
I don't like that feeling.
Oh, I love it.
Too full.
Oh, yeah. Money's worth.
I used to quite like it when I went out for a meal and I had to go home and lie on the floor that I was that full.
Great. I remember once there was nothing in the house to eat and there was only potatoes and pasta and a jar of pesto. So I just cooked the pasta and potatoes together and then when they were done, stirred in some pesto, then ate it, and then I had to kind of crawl to bed. I was like that snake that had eaten the hat.
Yeah.
I would just lie on the bed till digested
That's a lot
bit.
of carbs there. But then you see, you whenever I come to your house for food, you always do different lots of potatoes. It's a very Irish thing. So you have mash and roast potatoes.
Potato.
Potatoes. You're making up for the famine.
All this talk of potato.
Makes you hungry.
Very hungry. We must wrap up this episode of Wanging On. That's it for this week.
Yeah, believe it or not, we are not experts or on anything, really. So if you need genuine help with any problems, please seek it out from the proper channels. And there's a link in our Instagram bio at Wanging On.
Wanging On with Graham and Maria is a platform media production. And due to unprecedented demand, we will be back next week. Till then, goodbye.
Goodbye.